All right, welcome everybody to another Thunder Junction draft. We've got a few options in this pack. So we've got Vladimir, which I think is just going to be the card I take. 2 mana, 2/2. Whenever you commit a crime, put a counter on it. Only triggers once per turn, of course, like all these crime cards. And yeah, it gets big, gets menace and lifelink. Pretty just good, solid monocolored card. Honest Resting, also very good. That would be my second choice from this pack. Pariah, kind of pretty unplayable card. I've heard some pushback. I called this card unplayable in the set review. And people were like, oh, you can like put it on your opponent's creatures, and then when they attack you, they kill your own creature. It just doesn't amount to that much, right? Like, they can play around it. They can, all the problems that aura removal spells generally have. It's not an absolute, like, never put it in your deck, but if you don't have 23 cards that are better than this, something went wrong in your draft, basically. So yeah, we're going to take Vladimir, then Rusty, and then Bloodseeker is a card I really, really like as well. The Self-Mill is really good. I loved the the black-green Reanimator decks with Back for More, and the black-green uncommons, Mystical Tether, also solid removal spell too. Hellspur Brute, really powerful card, but start with the good monocolored option. Ooh, Crime Punishment, a mythic card here. So this card is a split card of Reanimate from your opponent's grave, which is often just going to be worse from Reanimate from yours, and a weird kind of field wipe that gets rid of tokens at a pretty efficient rate if that's something that your deck doesn't have any tokens. Pretty sure I'm just going to take the Bloodseeker here. Good follow-up to Vladimir, both in a black card and something that triggers the Vladimir. Other cards of interest, I've liked Varmint a decent amount, like, fine 2-drop. Treasure Dredger. There we go. Treasure Dredger. You know that card, Treasure Dredger? Yeah, another fine card if you're splashing. Select Sequence is a powerful card, but I have not been a huge fan of blue-red. I think it's kind of hard to get a good blue-red deck. Don't mind taking land, says early. Red-white land, one of the worst ones to take. I think you really want to value, like, the black deserts and the green deserts, because those have the best desert payoffs. But yeah, I'll just take a Bloodseeker, and I'm not too sad about it. I do think this card is good. All right, now we get to a very middling pack. We've got Pillage the Bog, which is a weird kind of Demonic Tutor Anticipate split card. Like, early in the game, you look at the top 3 or 4 or 5. I guess never 5, never an odd number. But you look at a small number of cards, take something, and later in the game, you look through most of your deck. And it's been fine. It's a totally serviceable card. Scalestorm Summoner is a good card. Don't love pairing it with my black cards because, it's kind of a red-green card. Gem is okay. I actually do like the blue don't tap out decks, but Gem's not one of the more important cards for that deck. There's a Lonely Arroyo, which, again, is not a black or green one, which I don't want to ding it too much for that. Like, it's still going to be good. We've got something that cares about committing crimes. So, yeah, there's nothing here I'm too enticed by. I think Scalestorm Summoner is just the best card in the pack. So, we could play it in a red-black deck if we're red-black, and we might pivot out of a black deck. And all the good cards in this pack are red. So, we've got Helicourser, which is one of the mounts I've really liked. Sharpshooter, also really like. I think is a little bit better than Helicourser. Prickly Pear, of course, good. Ambush Gigapede is a card I like as well. A Forlorn Flats is something that sticks out to me here. So, we could be flexible and just take the flats, and I don't think that's a bad idea. Dance of the Tumbleweed, also one of the cards that's been a little bit of an overperformer for me. I do think red is one of the weaker colors, so I'm not just like, yeah, just slam the Sharpshooter. And like, fourth pick isn't like so like, oh my gosh, that's so late. Like, there's these packs, these play booster packs have so many rares and uncommons, like this doesn't really mean that much or anything. And I do really like this desert, so I'm going to take the flats here. Over these red cards. But of course, if red ends up being open, we'll keep on picking up red cards. All right, we've got Desert Stew, which is a -2/-2, and gets better with your deserts, of course. So I'm going to highlight that one. There's Electro Dominance, which can be a powerful card. It's kind of inefficient removal plus flashing a blocker, so you can set up some nice sequences with it. But it is still a little bit inefficient. You make up for the inefficiency by casting a card for free sometimes, and it also goes to face too. So I'm talking myself into maybe just taking this card. I like Desert Stew a lot. I really do. And again, plays well with the Vladimir. But yeah, we'll take the Electro Dominance. I think like seeing that pack of a bunch of red cards plus getting past Electro Dominance makes me want to take it. Lazov, fine card. I found this one to be fine. But yeah, I would not mind if the arena glitched and I randomly ended up with the Desert Stew in my pile too. Okay, definitely taking Unfortunate Accident. This card's excellent. Just split card of 4 mana removal plus 5 mana 1/1 that kills something when it comes in, if you want to look at it that way. So I like that. I've also liked Rooftop Assassin. Like, I'm not like, oh man, this is like a top common or anything, but a better iteration of this kind of card compared to how good these kind of cards usually are. Tyrant Scorn, one of the better cards on the sheet, and uncommon too, just really flexible removal spell. But yeah, we'll just take the accident. And on the topic of removal, by the way, I was saying this on Twitter and different places last night. I'm gonna highlight this Rictus Robber, but I'm definitely a drafter that likes, I'm in the camp of taking good creatures over good removal spells in most draft formats. I felt I've wanted removal spells more in this draft format than any other recently, because a lot of the games do come down to a really good rare or a synergy you want to break up. Like, there are just a lot of good rares running around. That and good rare, I will, kind of to specify a little bit or get a little more nuance. Good rares that do get answered by removal. It's not like they just enter and generate infinite value, right? If you have the removal spell, it's like, okay, I deal with it. Cunning Coyote also pretty good in that pack too, by the way. Ooh, this is interesting. So there's Eartha Joe, which I think is a very strong card. There's also a Throw from the Saddle, which is currently the top performing common on 17 lands. It is a 2-mana hunt the week some amount of the time, so it's not super surprising. But I think I'm going to take the Eartha Joe. Maybe we end up in some cool, like, Mardu-y, aristocrat-y kind of deck. I don't think I'm going to take my first green card here. I've got some red cards in the pile and a white-black land. So it's also kind of the more cool thing to do. More interesting. Oh, the Brute Wheels. And so does the Bloodseeker. Okay, let's do a Outlaw count. Not actually many. So I think I'm just going to take the Bloodseeker. Like, not only is it more flexible here for us, because we might not end up, like, these colors. But, like, this just doesn't look all that amazing in our deck right now. So, yeah, happy to take that. All right, this pack, nothing I'm interested in really. Jailbreak Scheme is probably the best card here. Quill Charger is a card that I'm not a huge fan of. So, yeah, just take the Scheme. All right, and yeah, just end of the pack stuff. Buzzard, Overzealous Muscle, both cards I'm not super impressed with. As in, when I say not super impressed with, I mean I would prefer not to put in my deck. Ooh, these cards, though, I like Ambush Gigapede. This is a card that I play quite often, actually. It stabilizes you. If you're ahead, it kills a 2/2 or wins a combat and, is a giant thing. Oh, okay. More surprise coming around too. If you're behind, you can, like, kill something when they attack you and block something else. So yeah, I'm not shy about putting a Gigapede in my deck. Ooh, okay, we get a Magda here. Magda's very powerful, especially when we have quite a few things that do commit a crime already. I can already hear the Yushu cons being like, oh, if you just took those red cards and pick 4, you'd have such a sick deck. We still have a pretty good deck, right? Like, it's not like we've missed out on too much. Like, if red is open, here's the thing, right? If red is open, then it's okay. Like, we'll end up with good red cards. So yeah, I'll take this and not solidify myself in red-black necessarily, but I think I'm more likely than not to be red-black at this point. All right, this pack, nothing too exciting. There's a Mirage Mesa. There's also a land, a desert that will commit crimes. There's a Homestead. I've liked Homestead quite a bit. It's a totally serviceable card. I think I'm going to highlight that one. There's Thunder Salvo as well. I'm not that into this card. You have to, like, set up your deal 3. And to be fair, it's not, like, that hard to set it up. Just have to cast one other spell. But there's just better removal, basically. It's not something I prioritize very highly. So our count for committing crimes, like things that care about committing crimes, is only 2 right now. So I'm still considering taking this backwoods. Yeah, I think I am going to, actually, yeah. Because there's also a chance where we just pick up more cards that care about deserts. Especially the -2/-2, like deserts do right here. Gonna take another Unfortunate Accident because it's a better card. But yeah, this kind of card really benefits from even just one additional tick up, like being a -3/-3 instead of -2/-2. So like, just, I don't mind speculating on deserts at this point, even if they don't cast anything that we couldn't already. Wow, and another one. All right. We are removal loaded at this point. There's also a Shoot the Sheriff, which is a funny card because I think when you play this card and you face like a black-red deck, you're like, wow, this is terrible. I never want to put it in my deck. But then you face like a green-white deck, and you're like, it's excellent. I think it averages out to a pretty good card still. I wouldn't shy away from this card. And I might even just be a little bit better than Unfortunate Accident number 4, or number 3, sorry. I think I'm going to still lean towards the Accident, but it is it's a 4-mana removal spell versus a 2. Ooh, Forsaken Miner. Yeah, this card's good in these kind of decks. Just really annoying thing keeps coming back. Good when you've got a bunch of removal to just clear up blockers, and then if they don't have blockers, then they have to cast removal spells on these things, and then they just keep coming back. Skullduggery, also pretty solid. Mourner Surprise, Siphon Insights, not exactly for this kind of deck, more for a slower deck. But yeah, black is open. That is something that we can be sure of. At knife point, yeah. So this is an interesting card. It's definitely like firmly in the build around camp, where you can't just play this in any deck, and even in any red-black deck with like a few triggers. You really do want to have 8, 9, 10 things that trigger it, and we're really, really good at triggering it. So I am going to take it here. Not only do we have these lands, but so many of our cards do commit crimes, and we do have some more payoffs for committing crimes. So we are incentivized now to take more cards that commit crimes and payoffs. So we've got the enough synergy, I would say, to make me feel okay about taking this card here when it's not just a solidly good card in any deck. Brimstone Roundup is not one I found to be very good. It's just hard to get multiple things off this. Like maybe you get 2 tokens. I think it's a little more for like a blue-red deck where you're drawing a lot of cards. I'm also not that interested in anything else here, though, so we'll take it. I just don't care too much about the Buzzard. Okay, we get a Hollow Marauder here, which is excellent, especially with 2 Desperate Bloodseekers. It's another thing that commits a crime, too. Also a Lassoed by the Law and a Sure Shot, and even a Murder in the pack still. That's, it's a powerful pack. I wonder what that pack looked like at the when it was opened. I could take an Assassin. That card is certainly playable. Take another Assassin, sure. A little bit less enthused about the second one. All right, More Surprise comes back. There's also Corrupted Conviction. I don't think we're like... We've got a lot of mercenaries, but I don't think we want to be sacking our mercenaries. We kind of just want to be attacking with them. Okay, Desert's 2 wheels too, so that's good. Yeah, things are coming together. I think we're probably not going to splash this Earth of Joe, unless we just pick up a bunch more Mardu lands, but we'll see. All right, our open here is not very good. We've got a pretty bad rare, Pitiless Carnage. It's like a sideboard card if your opponent has a field wipe or something. Shepherd of the Clouds is very, 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 very good. That's a card I would like to play, if only it weren't white. There's Terminal Agony, I guess. Just 4-mana sorcery speed removal spell. We don't really have a way to discard it to activate its madness. I almost want to just take Shepherd in case we pick up some more black-white lands or, red-white lands. There's also like Highway Robbery. Yeah, I can't really... I'm not going to play... we're already removal loaded. I don't need another Terminal Agony, so I'm just going to take the Shepherd. Yeah, in case we do pick up the fixing we want for that. Okay, so we've got Karavek, which is going to be a solid card in our deck. It's a card that needs a little bit of work. There's also Consuming Ashes, a good removal spell. I think Vile Smasher is just a better card for our deck, though, than Karavek. It's a good 2. Karavek... not likely to wheel because it's a rare, but it's not like a fantastic card. I could see it wheeling out of this pack. It's a very strong pack. So yeah, let's just take that. Notion Thief also, here ruining people's days if they're playing to draw some cards, or especially looting, because when your opponent loots when you have a Notion Thief in play, you need to discard a card. All right, another Desert Stew looks fine here. There's a Mine Raider, and that is a white source for some cards that care about that. Yeah, okay, so let's see what our removal looks like at this point. We've got 5 removal spells, which is good. 6 if you want to kind of count Gigapede. We probably are going to play both of our deserts, like the red desert here too. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take this Desert Stew. I'm just not that impressed with Mine Raider. If we don't play the Shepherd, that's fine. I'm not too shook up about that. All right, there's a Ruthless Lawbringer. That's another card I would like white mana for. I could just take another Thunder Salvo. Could take a Mobile Homestead at this point. I almost kind of want a Corrupted Conviction. I think I already have one though, right? I don't. Yeah, this deck with a lot of removal wouldn't mind just a Corrupted Conviction, I think. Just being able to sacrifice a mercenary or something. All right, Earth of Joe. Here's a little bit of fixing. Silver Deputy. I got some questions in my last video about Arid Archway and if it's a card that I want to play. Generally, no. It is card advantage on your land, which is nice, but it's colorless, and that's a huge cost. I was excited about the card definitely coming in, but it's just too painful not to cast your cards, is what it comes down to. What are we taking here? I'm going to take the Deputy. I think there is a chance we get some of the white cards in here. Not a huge chance, but higher chance that we pick up bluffs now. Also a Vault Plunder. Vault Plunder is great as well, but yeah, I like the bluffs here. All right, there's a Sataru here. There's a Wolverine, which is a card I think I'm just going to take. Yeah, all right. This deck's shaping up. Well, we're almost at the end of the draft, so it's glad I can confidently say it's shaped up. But yeah, I'm happy with where we ended up. And 8th pick Consuming Ashes, that's nice too. Do I want a second Corrupted Conviction? I do not think so. I guess I take Terminal Agony. I don't love main decking Neutralize the Guards. I think you can, but our deck's good enough that I don't feel you like the need to exactly. Karavek does indeed wheel, as is Consuming Ashes. Okay, so yeah, let's just take the Karavek, because we've got enough removal. We don't need other Consuming Ashes. Cool. All right, and so does the Mind Raider. All right, we got a stew cooking here. Well, the stew's already been cooked. We just got to make some fine-tuning adjustments to our stew. Put a few more spices in it, figure out what if we want to distill it a bit. And Mourner Surprise comes back too. Okay, so we got a lot of options is what this comes down to. All right, I'm going to do the whole take them all out, put them back in kind of thing here. Yeah, we're going to play all our pain lands, I think. Vial Smasher in, Magda in, Miner in, all these in. Yeah, Bloodseeker. I think I like at least the first Mourner Surprise. We might play 2. Yeah, all these cards look good. Gigapede probably doesn't make the cut. I was talking the card up, but I don't think we really need it. I'm also not that pressed into splashing. Like I was talking about the splash for most of the draft, but we might just have 23 good cards in black and red and not need to make our mana worse. Do you think I'm going to play this Corrupted Conviction? Like I said, a lot of removal kind of makes you want to play some card draw. This Summoner is interesting. We've got a decent number of mercenaries, so like our 3 and 2 power creatures can be 4 power. I don't think I'm going to start it though. I think it's just like a few too many hoops to jump through and all of our other cards are just good on their own. All right, I do like the Assassin here, I think. Mine Raider is not going to make a treasure on curve very often. We've got 4 Outlaws to play before turn 3. All right, so we need 2 more cards. I do think I'm going to play the Gigapede on second consideration here. Like, when we're grinding, we just don't mind another top-end card. And what is our last card we want to play? So between the Summoner, the Raider, and another Assassin. I actually don't hate another Assassin. Like, this is another card that's pretty good when you've got a bunch of removal. Just having a 2/2 lifelink go at it when you're not getting pressured on the ground. Yeah, I'm into that. Okay. Yeah, and I do think we're playing all these tap lands, even though they don't help our mana, but they commit a crime. So yeah, let's ship it and we'll see you in the games. Okay, we've got Vladimir plus a pain land. I keep calling these pain lands. I guess I should call them like ping lands or desert or something. Pain lands or something else. More surprise to get it back. The opponent kills it. Inuzumi Lionbreaker. All right. Player Vladimir. Again, I'll hover on this one because it's rare. Might not have seen it before. Dash Bloodseeker. All right. Mill yourself, I imagine. I would love it if you milled me. Yeah, okay. They mill themselves. And looks like they're black-white. All right. Play this. Get a counter on Vladimir. Pass the turn. No use attacking when they have a lifelinker. Play Vault Plunder. Yeah, it's a pretty good one. Oh? Really? Okay. I will block. Interesting. Does that mean they have their own Mourner Surprise or something? Huh, okay, Electro Dominance. Yeah, alright. Now we just chill. Probably take a hit off this Plunderer. It's an unfortunate accident, unfortunately needs black, so can't cast it right now. Okay, Raven. Yep, bash me for 3. Yeah, I could have gone for, like, kill the Raven in combat here. Maybe that was decent enough to do. All right, I'm gonna wait a turn, see if I can just do that on this turn here. Keep up the Corrupted Conviction as well. it looks like binding negotiation. Okay, I guess that's not happening now. So let's just Electrodom one of these ravens. Get a counter. Because it looks like they're still missing a color. And I would not like to cast any of these. No, thank you. I imagine they discard Mourner Surprise? Maybe the removal spell? It's actually not clear. If they have a removal spell in their hand, they're going to take the Conviction. Okay, they take the Mourner Surprise. That makes sense. Yep, they get one for 1. They don't? They attack with the Plunder or 2? What is this? I mean, I'm going to block. Say I have Skullduggery, that's okay. I sack and draw 2. What is happening? Yeah, alright. That's the deal. You got me. Alright, cool. And yeah, we'll just get Gigapeed now. So they don't get a Raven trigger. Attack, yeah, I will take the 1 point. Play Buzzard, sure. Alright, so play the Swamp, and let's just kick this Accident, kill the Buzzard, get a Mercenary, get in there. There's the White Source. What you got, opponent? Honestly, the worst thing they could have is just like the worst thing is like some good rare that doesn't get answered by a removal spell. But I was gonna say a removal spell of their own would be kind of annoying. Wolverine's a nice one. Okay, let's cast that. I'm just playing it. Ooh, that was a good one too. All right, let's get in. I think they are unlikely to block when I have revealed Rictus Robber. Maybe they do. Maybe they just feel priced into it. They're still at 16 though. I think they have a removal spell in hand. They're like, oh crap, do I have to? If I'm them, I just like probably take it. Go to 9. Don't let me get my zombie here. All right. Oh, Skullduggery? Get away, Glamour. Okay, so they blink that. Interesting. Okay, yeah. So they don't actually get their. I don't get my Rictus Robber trigger. All right. Yeah, that works. Sure. Yep, that's fine. I'm still fine just playing this. Oh, sorry. I do get my trigger. What am I saying? Of course it did. I knew that was gonna happen. Ooh, Karavek. Alright, well that makes me just want to go like... I can play it Desert Stew. No, I can't play it Desert Stew and cast Vladimir. Don't have enough black for that. Alright, let's just send then. And play the Karavek. Fake your own death. Yeah, alright. I mean, it's good enough to do this too. I wouldn't have done that if that was my last removal spell, but... And I think I just pass here. I guess there's not many field wipes in this set. There's like the kind of awkward white one on the bonus sheet and the 7 mana black one. I guess there's also the white one as well at Mythic, but... Alright, yeah. Glad I played another creature because now we still just win. Oh, sorry, no. They're making another one. So, not just yet, but in a good spot to win. That other's nice too. Okay. 2 there. Attack. I imagine they double block. Yep. That's fine. Not going to use my removal spell. And flats, yeah. Alright, here you go. Alright. I got there. Yeah, kind of a interesting game. Opponent didn't do all that much scary, but Or removal is definitely came in handy. Okay. Yeah, it's a nice hand. Need some lands. Bloodseeker. Hopefully hits some creatures. Hopefully hits creatures to make this Marauder cheaper and mills us to the lands. I'm manifesting that for us here. Alright, yeah. They play a Gulch. We had a land. Mill us. Okay, milled a land and an accident. But mills is closer to a red source, so silver lining. Play a Hard Bristle Bandit. Alright. And we find a Desert Stew. So I'm not super excited about Desert Stewing this here. Like, don't think I want to bolt the bird when we just go robber next turn, kill something, and play the robber. Get in, okay. That's good. They're not just jamming a 4-drop here. Alright, but they might be jamming a 3. Play a Ruthless Lawbringer. Alright, I imagine they're not sacking their bandit. They are. I stand corrected. They are indeed sacking their bandit. Alright, sure. I guess they just don't have much of a use for it. Okay, so you can play the Karavek. But let's just Deserts do this thing and get our 6 power on board here. Play Mystical Tether. Naba Robber. Sure. Huh. What's going on? I guess they just like have a lot of lands in hand and they just don't need the robber. Doesn't ramp them to anything meaningful. Alright. Drew of Vladimir. Gonna play the Karavek. Just more mana efficient when we're a bit stuck on mana. I also imagine that means just have more removal in hand. Which, you know, is fine. When we've got this Marauder in hand, please remove all of our stuff. You know, damage-based removal or killing things, not more exile, please. Oh, well. It's probably about the worst thing I could have asked for. Is exile-based removal. That also gives them a copy of my Karavek. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So we'll just jam in here. And if they block, great. We'll assassin this thing. If they don't, we just go Smasher into Vladimir. They also don't have black cards. Oh, they do have a black card in the grave. But yeah, we'll go Smasher into this thing. Ping you for 1. Get a counter on our Vladimir. I guess that means that it's possible they just have like cheap interaction spell, play this. But they have to sack Karavek if they want to play this. I think this turn's not going to be that bad for us. They could have a good 6-drop or something, but I think it's unlikely considering there's actually not that many good 6-drops in the set, and also they got rid of their bandit. Also, blah, blah, blah. All right. Gets rid of our Vial Smasher, Vladimir. It's kind of close. Yep. And this means if we draw the land, we can just play the Marauder here. Or if they kill our Vial Smasher, we can play it anyways. More surprise back this thing. All right, then they're going to sack one of these. Yeah, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. Okay, unfortunate accident. So, if we don't kill this Karavek here, they get to cast this, sack this, cast Mourner Surprise, get back Bandit, which isn't like the worst thing in the world. I think we definitely attack. Attack with both. If we attack with both here, the double block here, we get to unfortunate accidents. And then they have to sack one of these things. Yeah, I guess they could sack Karavek and then buy it back. Am I fine using my unfortunate accident here? I think so. I think that's fine. The issue, I guess, is if they like block everywhere, then I have to accept the trade and then Rooftop Assassin here, which is still fine too. Okay, that's like best case scenario, basically. Yeah, because now you do this. Yeah, ping ya. Kill that thing. They get to kill one of these, which I imagine will be the Rooftop Assassin. That looks in their grave. Okay, they're bashing. Yikes. They don't like that. That means they're gonna, like, wipe the field? No? I'm just gonna sack one of them? Okay, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, just, like, sack and kill this thing. Might as well get in for an attack before you sack it. Yeah, that makes sense. Medic. All right, land? No land, but an at knife point. Okay. Yeah, I could attack with Vile Smasher and get the last card out of their hand. Don't think that's great, though. So I'll just play at knife point, pass the turn. Hopefully we can kind of grind them out. Oh, I could have attacked. Sorry. I forgot this gave first strike. My bad. Missed an attack there. A little arena indicator just alerted me to that. Yeah, now they get to gain 2. All right. Yeah, not great. Could have had them at 9 here. Or 8. Yeah, still looking in their grave. So they do have something to do with the graveyard. It makes me hesitant to target things necessarily. All right, let's get in. Cast this. Ping ya. Get a token here. Maybe draw a card. Ping you twice, actually. All right, more surprise. This is a nice one. Yep, getting out the medic again. No blocks. Ooh, okay. So then this is another token. We also get back the Assassin or the Bloodseeker with this thing. All right, so let's just do this. Get in. Yep. They have to block. Let's make a token. They go to 2 here. I guess we just pass. Yeah, I don't think I need to surprise just yet. Also, waiting on this gives me another trigger on knife point next turn. If I had 6 mana to be able to flash this in, I would, but... Oh, actually, sorry. I just missed lethal here. I have lethal instant speed. I just realized. I can, unfortunate accident, make a mercenary, ping, commits a crime. No, not exactly miss lethal, because I need to do it on their upkeep. But like that was the best time to do it, I believe. Maybe not even, because I could just wait and let's, like, they have to blink first, basically. So it was, I think actually where we are is the best place to be. Let's try and line that all back. I missed that I had the line of killing them on their upkeep before they draw a card, but they are the one that has to blink first and do something because they're just dead if nothing happens. So I'm going to wait. That's how I'm going to approach this. All right. Yeah. So they do that. Stumbling backwards into the right play. All right. They Lawbringer. Yep. Let's see what they hit. The Marauder. And yeah, we'll just go for this. All right. Yeah. There we go. That was great. You know, it's better late than never, you know? All right. Ooh, our Magda. Forgot about that card. Missing red mana. And our Rictus Robber... We can plot her on turn 3, and it's not that bad. We got more surprise. Yeah, I think this is a good enough hand. If we draw the red source, it's really good. If we draw a 2-drop, it's really good. A lot of things make this hand pretty good. It's like just below what I would want, but it's also not like a hand I'm really considering mulliganing. All right, blue-red land. Hey, there we go. Perfect hand. Ooh, we got a 5-color deck over here. All right, play the Magda. Again, I'll hover over a rare that many people might not have seen just yet. Yeah. Okay, Prickly Pear is pretty good. Ooh, okay. Well, not going to do that in lieu of casting Rictus Robber. Yeah, we'll just... Or, sorry, plotting it. So, yeah, we'll just do that. Save this for a later date. All right, mocked it down. That's fine. Oh, pick it in. And we draw another one of those. Okay, so we can't kill something cast Robber, but we can just get back our Magda, play it. Yeah, I'm into that. We have a lot of triggers lined up here, and I think I'm just gonna cast this. Yeah, don't be afraid to cast your your plotted cards that do something when you do a thing on curve. You know, it's just good to cast your cards, good to get on board. Ooh, Giga Pete's a nice one. Okay, so Pena, make a treasure. And could be walking into the deal 2 to an attacker, but that's okay. All right, wasn't that apparently. And we can also set it up here if they don't kill our Magda, like cast this, play this, we get our dragon. Yeah, okay. Nice. And yeah, I think I'm just going to do that. So Consuming Ashes that. All right. Well, I say I think I'm going to do that because it's just lethal with this Pain land in play. So, or this Desert land. Yeah, we just like make the dragon, hasty dragon, ping them. I think that was exactly lethal. All right. That was a good hand. Yep, Smasher. I guess we need another black source, but right on time. Yeah, Miriam is a good one. This card's real good. All right, so yeah, we'll play Valor Smasher. We'll play Vladimir next turn, get a trigger. All right, how scary of a start can the opponent have here? We've got a pretty good start too. Like I can't complain too much about what's happening. I will not block. Free Strider Commander. Okay, cool. Desert Stew. Okay. Yeah, play the land, play the Vladimir, get a ping, put a counter here, pass the turn. Ooh, just nothing. Okay, so let's do what? So we have Electro Dominance up and casting Bloodseeker and instant speed. That's sort of interesting. I think I'm just going to Bloodseeker, target them, leave up Desert Stew, so we can grow Vladimir to a 5/5 this turn cycle. Yeah, that seems pretty good. All right. Yeah, target you. They don't even have anything. Interesting. I could maybe attack here. I mean, I guess they could have a few things that punish the attack. I think I'm just going to chill, though. We got enough going on. I don't think I need to take the risk of making the attack there. They might have, like, take up the shield? That could be what's happening here. I mean, if they take the shield and marry them, that's okay. Like, our Vladimir is growing. Yeah, they just don't have anything, it looks like. Okay. Cool. I'll just... yeah. Like, just keep on keeping on here. I like the swamp. I think we can bin the Bloodseeker, though. We just have more impactful stuff. Okay. And another one? No? Sure. We gained 1 million. Okay. Weird game. I don't know what happened over there. They might have like double green cards in hand. Maybe they were splashing something, didn't have their splash source. Definitely one of the lesser scarier Miriams I've ever faced. All right. Yep. Another pretty good hand. Got a 2. That qualifies as a good hand to me. You're gonna hear me. Anytime I have a 2, you know, Alex is always happy when he has a 2. But it is pretty good. We've got Accident. We can sack the token. Oh, well, the better 2. Sack the token to Conviction. Get some card flow going. Yep, sure. Womp womp. All right, play Bloodseeker. It might have been slightly better to lead on Bloodseeker, and then like play Vile Smasher holding up Conviction. Plot a Rictus Robber. All right, cool. So let's get in there. Probably just going to flash in my Rooftop Assassin, I imagine. Depends what they play, I suppose, but yeah. Ooh, Magda. All right. Yeah, let's play Magda. Oh, I guess I need to do this before combat. I should have just waited for combat. Get in there. Another opponent that's just like not doing that much. I'm sure they're gonna do something pretty good this turn, right? They must. All right, they just cast the Rictus Robber because they have to. Means they don't have a removal spell though, so that's nice. Ooh, miner too. All right, well, let's kill this thing. Got treasure. Snakeskin veil? Snakeskin veil. Okay. Yep. Get in there. And I'm not gonna play this miner, because one more trigger and we get a hasty dragon. Yep, nothing. Okay. All right, get in with the assassin. Yeah, gigapeed. Sure. All right, so get the sack here. Ooh. Those are good ones. All right, so we can just Electro Dominance and get a dragon. We can also... Yeah, we get to put the knife point in play. Unfortunately, we don't actually get the... We wouldn't get a trigger. But yeah, I think that's fine. We'll just go... This is what? Activated the sorcery? Yeah, so we'll go... X equals 2. Kill this thing. Yeah, put that in play. Sack some treasure. Get a dragon. Attacking. All right. What's this? Okay. Okay. Draw Vladimir. So if we just attack all, we almost kill them. Puts them dead to the flyer next turn. So yeah, I'm in for that. All right, play Vladimir. Play at knife point. Here we go. All right, got the job done. Nice. Yeah, I think I wouldn't have made as risky of an attack there, or not risky, but like, you know, trading off a creature, getting creature eaten if I thought if they were playing like they had removal in hand. But you know, there was a few turns there that I'm pretty sure if they had a removal spell, they just would have cast it. So I'm fine just saying the dragon's most likely surviving our next turn too. Okay, no 2. So painful. But we got our knife points. Got a Karavec that we can cast. It's a little bit of a slow hand, for sure. But this deck can grind. Like, I'm not too shook up about it. Yeah, we'll keep. And we do have quite a few 2-drops as well, so. Room for this hand to improve. Like, lands are good. 2-drops are good in this hand. Like, there are very few cards I'm going to be sad about drawing. Like, a 4 or Hollow Marauder. Those would be not great. I guess one of our many unfortunate accidents. Wolverine's a solid one, though. Yeah, I'm going to get the tap land in play, even though it's a free trigger. All right, they don't do anything. We draw our Rictus Robber. One of the ones I didn't want to see that much, but that's okay. All right, they don't do anything, so that's a good sign. Let's go plot the Wolverine. We'll see if we can hit a land. They must have a pretty good hand, I guess. All right, yeah. Dance the Tumbleweeds, that makes sense. Ouchie. All right, yeah, we draw that. So, yeah, I will cast this. There's a chance we miss. We've got a lot of removal in the deck, too, but I want to just get closer to the land. Nice, we didn't miss. And where do we go from there? Basically, I could play the assassin or play the robber. I think I'm just going to pass and play the assassin here. Like, it's kind of unfortunate we don't have the most efficient turn, but we get to, like, hold up assassin or hold up accident. Unlikely to cast accident, but... Cat Tarantula. Okay. Yeah, okay, so that's okay. We don't really want to point a removal spell at this thing. Gonna have to, I think, though. Yeah, I'll just cast the assassin for now. We'll untap and see what we draw. All right, we draw the land. So that's good. Let's go play mountain. Play Magda. Play at knife point. Yeah, that's not bad. Could also play Magda. Plot Rictus Robber. Wouldn't be bad as well. Yeah, we'll just get our committing a crime payoffs in play, shall we? Chances they cast Bonnie Paul here? Very high, potentially. Oh yeah, there we go. You know it. Well, we get to kill it, so... But is that good? Is that good enough? Draw the land helps. All right. We get a treasure. We get to kill this. We get to get in for 2 points. It's a lot of pretty decent stuff. But yeah, we're going to kill this thing. Just kind of have to. Yeah, got a 1/1. Another 1/1. So yeah, we get to chump for a little bit. It's not so bad. They are attacking us for a lot, though. Quite a lot. We're going to chump the 7/7 this turn if they attack with both. I think they're reading if I get it on blocks as well. Unfortunate, too, because we know they have basically all spells in hand, because they missed their land on turn 2. Or on turn 3, I should say. Gigapede looking okay, though. Like, if we don't draw anything better, next turn we just flash in Gigapede. Make the bow a little bit smaller. Get a token. Get a treasure. Tumbleweed Rising. Make a 7/7. Alright, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yep, 7/7/7/7. Sure. Block there. Another Cactarantula. Yeah, alright. This is tough. This is tough. Draw a Vladimir. I think it's going to be a little slow. So we can trade with the Cactarantula. Actually, no, it's not even a trade because we can first strike, right? The assassin gets first strike. Okay, that's kind of nice. So let's try that. Get in. They draw a card, of course, but yeah, we do that. We also get a treasure. Okay, that works out pretty nicely, actually. That's not the worst turn for us. Draw a card. Do your thing. Yeah, yeah. We gain 3. We can trade. We can chump. Maybe they just have all red and white cards in hand. Surely. Dance the Tumbleweeds. Make another gigantic thing. But like, making a gigantic thing actually is not the worst thing for us here. This at knife point is doing some work in that regard. But they get to jam. I have to... Okay, they just jam like that. Okay, so we're going to trade off Gigapede. Yeah, so we go like this. I could also trade off, like, this, because the bow is going to get bigger. No, I think just like that. Snakeskin Veil is, like, annoying, but... Okay, cool. Draw another land. Okay, so we don't have anything that commits a crime, unfortunately. So I'm not triggering this. We can attack with the assassin. They block. We get a Rictus Robber trigger. Yeah, I really kind of need something that committed a crime here, eh? Okay, well, I am going to do that. Okay, they just take it. Yeah, it makes sense. So we play Karavik. Play the Rictus Robber. Well, actually, probably play Vladimir. Because we have to chump with everything here. Yeah, I think it's not quite enough. If we draw a removal spell that turn, I think we're actually in pretty good shape. Like, we get a trigger, we get to make our dragon, we get a... I mean, we got a hit in with the assassin anyways, but... I guess we still have room to draw something good. Like, we have to chump. And then Magnetic Deal doesn't make the dragon, though. So we chump with not Karavik. Okay, they draw a card. Yeah, their deck looks real good. Alright, yeah, they forced me into blocks. So, yeah, block. Removal spell's still not too bad. They didn't play a land, though, to grow the bow, right? So they still do have 4 spells in hand. Yikes. Unlicensed Hearse. Alright, it's not that bad. Could be worse for sure. Yeah, that's fine. I'm actually surprised I didn't wait on that. Okay, that's why. I wanted to draw 2. I wanted to commit a crime with their unlicensors. Very flavorful. And another ready. Yeah, all right. They're making really good use of tumbleweed rising here. Deserts do. What do deserts do? Well, deserts do kill the bonder and give me a token and make a dragon and trigger my Rictus robber. Deserts do a lot. All right. Yep. Sack, sack, sack. So we have to once again we have to block everything. So we need 4 trump blockers. We get it. Oh no, so we don't have to. We can not block Cactarantula, right? Because this will gain us some life. So we have to go block with the token. There's a chance here. There is a very slim chance here. This is a hasty creature though, so that is like they just play another creature and they crew this. And they negate the 2 damage I gain here. But I do think attacking is what's going to put us in a position to win. Okay. I guess we're playing for Electro Dominance now, right? That's the card we're hoping to draw. Yeah, nothing else really does it. All right. Okay, they just attack with 3. Yeah, they're a little scared now. I mean, they have the right to be. They definitely should be. Be scared, opponent. Be scared. Yeah, block. Is a mercenary more valuable than a Magna at this point? Probably. Yeah, probably. Jin. Okay. We have an out. I guess not quite, because like no, now with enough blockers, Electro Dominance doesn't even kill them. And enough flying things. Alright. Yeah, that was a good game. We grinded pretty well there. Okay. Yeah. Well, this is pretty nice. Bunch of cheap removal to cast Karavek. Got a Vladimir. Oh, got a Bloodseeker too. Come on, Mountain. Mountain me deck. A gold pan. Uh-oh. Some nonsense. Well, there's a mountain. Okay. Yeah, we'll just get in and just play the Karavek here. Not gonna waste my mana when I'm a little bit short on it. Green Blade Outcast. Yeah, or Outcast or Green Blade. Card's good. We luckily do get to kill this before it gets out of hand. Get a blue-red land. Land? Alright, land's good. So we'll go Bloodseeker. Target you, get a trigger, and what I'm going to do is slightly risky. They could have a Snakeskin Veil. But I'm going to Desert Stew on their turn here, so we get another Vladimir trigger. Yeah, and turn on their upkeep. I guess the thing is, like, they could have Snakeskin Veiled anyways because they had the treasure, so makes this even better. Or makes even more sense, you know? And the second Desert Stew can just, like, kill a 4/4 because they go Desert Stew, Karavek triggers, cast other Desert Stew. So that's kind of nice. They thought a really long time about what land to get, so I almost wonder if they were like, do I need the untapped land, or can I afford to get my tapped land because I need the blue? So I think they might be a little bit stuck on mana here, or at least have an awkward turn this turn. Bodes well for us, of course. All right, yeah, there's a tap land. And a Mine Raider. All right. That's pretty close to lethal. It doesn't just do you. Or actually, let's see. So this is 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm trying to figure if I want to play the Wolverine first. No, I think we'll just zoom. Yep. Submit 0, get a counter. Get in. Reasons to not play this Wolverine? I don't think there really is one. Yeah, we'll just play it. I guess I could have plotted it. Nah, I like the additional attacker here. All right, cool. Cool. Quick game. All right, here we are. Last game now. Yeah, we've had our Vladimir in our opening hand quite a bit. Vladimir into Karavec quite a bit too. And we even, one up ourselves minor into Vladimir into Karavec. No targeting spell, but again, our deck is full of those. All right, opponent mulligans. Player minor. Pick an Aloe Alchemist. Yeah, that's a pretty strong one. Magda too. All right, come on. Come on, interaction spell. Come on down. Where are ya? Yeah, they bash. We say sure. Play. Ooh, planes. Interesting. Draw a. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now we're doing our thing. Okay, so we just bash. They plotted a Wolverine. Play the Karavec. Next turn we go Magda, Bloodseeker, a million triggers. Yeah, play the Wolverine, sure. And a Commando. Yeah, I imagine they just play their 3-mana 3/3. Yeah, bash. No blocks. Maybe not. They're thinking here. Skewer the critics, Karavec. All right. Then they go land 3/3. Yeah, okay, here. I mean, Karavec's the one I actually care about the least here. Ooh, Marauder's really good too. So, let's play this. Magda. Milieu. Pass the turn. Most likely can cast Marauder next turn. We milled a Roxanne. That's lucky. Roxanne is ooh-wee. Card's a house. They plot a sharpshooter. All right. Well, now we can cast the Marauder, so that's kind of nice too. Get another trigger on our Vladimir. That's also really nice. Okay, so I'll just do this. Yep. They do have a 3/3 reach coming. We get a counter here. Discard an Earth of Joe. Oh, we don't draw a card. Such a shame. Yep. All right, nothing. So now we just go get in, trade off, buy it back, plot the Wolverine. Okay. All right. What's coming down here now? They look to have some expensive cards in hand. They didn't play their land last turn. A Sentry. Guess they just drew that. Vile Smasher. Well, I know I want to cast this turn to see what their last card is, so I'm not going to play these here. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's fine. I still get to draw a card. Nice. All right. And I guess I bash with Vladimir, right? Like, Mercenary here. They have to double block somewhere. Yeah, that seems fine. Gain a bunch of life. Cool. Oh, wait. What am I thinking? This was bad. This was quite bad. Yeah, I thought they'd have to block in a way where they double blocked. Or they double blocked and trade. All right. Bad play, but I think we'll be okay here still. If that's why we lose, it's on me. They bash. I mean, this Bloodseeker's not really getting through right now, so I'm cool with the trade. Yep, Grizzly, sure. Gigapede. All right. Can we get a land? Land would be a very, very good draw. Deserts do. That's fine too. So, yeah, just kill that. Play this. And get ya. All right, opponent. Big turn. All right, we got there. All right, nice trophy. All right, let's take a little look at the deck one last time. All right, so deck definitely had some nice rares, a little package of committing a crime stuff, but I think we supplemented it really well, right? Like these Bloodseekers were great. Obviously, we got some pretty good removal in there too, and like I mentioned during the draft, I really do think this format is one that heavily rewards you having quite a bit of removal, not just for crime purposes, but even in the games we saw, like there's quite a few things where we're just like very happy to be like, yeah, we got to kill that thing. And there's some formats where I feel like you just kind of get away without that much removal, maybe of one or two, but the creatures kind of get the job done by themselves, and I haven't found that to be the case. I actually had lost quite a bit in my early drafts, drafting like I usually do. But yeah, that's one of the strengths of Red Black. It's pretty good removal. These assassins were pretty good in this deck. You saw the power of the Hollow Marauder, and Hollow Marauder wasn't even like at its best here, because like I think this is better in like a green-black deck where you're self-milling a bit. I liked the tap lands. Like I would do this again. I would play these again if I were to play this deck. I think that was a good choice. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. If you like this, as always, comment, subscribe, like, and all that good stuff. And we'll see you next time.